not meeting your own expectations. In my mind, I set quite a high standard, and that's what I expect. And when people don't meet it, for myself, I keep it internally.
It's a mixed bag when it comes to guys that really want to, push and go to the next level, and there's some guys that are just there for fun, and some guys just there to show up and play on a Saturday. And sometimes it was hard to get numbers together at training.
Like rugby, when you break it down, is a very, very simple game. And if you break it down to 3 very simple rules, and the kids know where they stand, and it's a lot easier things. But when you go to other grounds or anything like that, and they don't play by those, it gets quite disheartening for the kids. And that's probably the most frustrating thing about it. Just be easy to have, like, this is it, these are the standard rules, and we kind of play by that, and everybody's all on one page.
Parents. Yeah, all the parents are coaches, but they don't put their hand up.
Just sometimes the parents are a bit out there. It's a game at the end of the day, but they're slowly clicking on to it.
The inability to help players. So for example, if your team's losing, they get down in the dumps, you can say as much as you can as a coach. At the end of the day, it's up to the players on the field.
They play netball and they play touch, and I think because they're all really athletic, they're getting drawn into rugby because they are really good at most sports and they just pick it up naturally, but just getting the numbers there is the hard part.
Trying to herd little kids, that's the hardest part of it,
Being a taxi driver, having to make sure they get to trainings, make sure they get to games and that. It's pretty tough, but it's all part of the game, I guess.
Finding that balance, I guess, I was going to say I'm a bit different, but I'm sure there's lots of people out there like me. I own my own business, I've got a young family, and I just want to keep coaching because of the enjoyment that I get out of it. But it is finding that balance. That's the hardest thing I find about rugby.
Conditions, pitch conditions. I guess availability of referees too, that can hinder a lot of hard work that you do.
Just trying to keep them constantly busy at practices so they don't get distracted and run off and stuff. Sometimes I felt maybe towards the end of the season that it was getting a little bit like, oh, I need a bit of a break. But we had the holidays, so that was a really nice break.
Just need to manage my own expectations of where an under-7 player or an under-6 player should be, especially when my own son's involved. I would see some of the negative stuff around competitiveness on the sideline. Other coaches can also be ultra competitive. Checking my own behaviours in relation to that competitiveness.